show off my fashionable kitty cat. It's basically just like tight, dark black pants, right? And then fashionable clothes for most of the other stuff. And of course my newsboy cap, because I love that cap. And also I decided to go dancer for the event, because it just makes sense. Right? Big, flashy, dancing about. Alright then. Let's get this event started, shall we? Hey. Oh, someone's playing over on the stage, that's why. Let's see what we got. Question mark, question, fashion face off. To up and down, a glint in her eye. Well, alright then. Maribel, let's see what we got. There. Yes, you'll do just splendidly. You there? Yes, you, darling. What say you to becoming a first-place fashion icon? Ah, forgive me. Where are my manners? My name is Maribel, darling, and I'm one of Sime's Aesthetics' finest accessory artisans. Which is how I plan to introduce myself once I complete my apprenticeship. Now, the crown jewel of this year's Little Ladies' Day festivities is a walk-off, an event in which the visually savvy strut the stage and vie for style supremacy. While I'm no novice when it comes to competitions of this sort, I'm also not much of a winner, darling. To be perfectly honest, I've never once managed to come out on top, but now that you're here, certain my fortunes are about to change. After all, an adventurer such as yourself possesses so much of what I lack. Knowledge, darling. Knowledge? Oh no, not darling again. Oh god, I noticed Julie was having the same problem when going through this event. She says darling so much that every time she says something even remotely close to it, you just assume that's what it was. Alright. This is so much of what I lack. Knowledge, daring, not least of all experience. So what say you? Care to help this diamond in the rough earn her maiden victory? For the right price. Yeah, sure, for the right price. It sounds like fun. Splendid, darling. Oh, you won't regret this in the least. Now then, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? Participants compete in pairs of 2. 1 designer and 1 model. There are no restrictions on who can join. Style icons of all shapes and sizes may enter. Only condition is that those who walk the stage don an ensemble inspired by the holiday. As far as themes go, it's a touch broad. Makes it rather difficult to decide on a direction for the costume. Perhaps you can offer some inspiration, though. Tell me, darling, what's one word that comes to mind when you think of Little Ladies' Day? I believe... crud, I can't remember which one the other people I've watched run through this so far went with. Since I'm not much of a princess, I guess gorgeous? I think other people might have used gorgeous. Gorgeous. Interesting. I suppose that should come as no surprise, given that the origins of the holiday lie in the tale of gorgeous Princess Edvia's disappearance from the palace. While I appreciate your input, darling, I'm afraid that's a bit too on the nose. If I'm to create a truly prize-worthy ensemble, I'll require more inspiration. Wait, we could survey the citizens. Yes, that's a fabulous idea if I do say so myself. Listen, darling, you and I will ask around for people's impressions of Little Ladies' Day and then rendezvous at Estimes. Savvy? Ta-ta for now. Okay, so ultimately it probably didn't matter what I said there. Because it seems like she just had her own idea. This is the one who sells stuff, right? Yeah, but she's just selling confetti. Really not that impressive of a market of extra things for the event when it's just a couple of pieces of confetti. Least they could have done is bring back like one interesting thing from a previous event. What comes to mind when I think of Little Ladies' Day? I suppose this isn't exactly about the day itself. Makes me think of the peach blossoms that always bloom this time of year. Whenever I see those flowers, I know the season's come around once more. Something so soothing about their coloration. Can't help but put a smile when I lay my eyes on those pretty pink petals. Well, okay then. Okay. Nope, too far. And then maybe inside? No, they wouldn't be inside. That's too far away. Well, then where? Oh, there it is. Standing with their quest marker inside the tree so I can hardly see it. Ul'dah really comes alive this time of year. Just look at all the decorations strung up around town. No one would dare miss the Songbirds' annual show. Entire city turns out to hear them sing. No other festival compares to the Little Ladies' Day celebration. Not for me, at least. I don't know if that answers your question, but I hope it helps. I've always dreamt of strolling through the streets on Little Ladies' Day wearing the most gorgeous gown I can find. Like a proper princess, you know? Fortunately, I don't have proper princess money, and that sort of dress usually costs a small fortune. No choice but to keep dreaming, I suppose. My memories of Little Ladies' Day are somewhat bittersweet. So there was a lass I once fancied. All I wanted was to dote upon her like the royal seneschal would. Would have done anything to catch her eye. While I did catch her eye, she didn't exactly like what she saw. No seneschal would be caught dead wearing that revealing subligard. Guess acting like a royal seneschal isn't good enough unless you look like one too. Oh boy. It'll be near the Goldsmiths Guild. Okay. Well, how'd you fare, darling? Glean anything insightful? I see. That more or less aligns with what I heard as well. So many folks had their dreams of fashion grandeur dashed by oppressively expensive pricing. Not a new tale by any stretch. Troubling one nonetheless. In that case, what if we were to put together an ensemble that's as alluring as it is affordable? Surely that would resonate with the audience. Yes, I do believe this will work, darling. Just allow me to take some visual measurements first. Need a few yards of this, a spool of that. All right, I'm ready to set to work. You just sit tight while I go assemble the ensemble. Ta-ta for now, darling. I'm back, darling. At last, our costume is complete. Not a single stitch out of place. Now, all that's left is to win that walk-off. How you feeling? Surely an experienced adventurer your caliber doesn't get nervous in situations such as these. Oh, wait, who's going to walk? Definitely had to say that. Don't be daft, darling. You'll be walking. Oh, gods. This whole time I thought we had a mutual understanding that you would be my muse. That look on your face tells me you hadn't the slightest idea. Seems my excitement got the better of me once again. Trouble is, this costume is couture, darling. Tailor-made for your beautiful body. Hate to ask this of you last minute, but would you mind modeling my work in the walk-off? If it won't fit anyone else. Like, how do I get myself into these things? Oh, bless you, darling. Simply can't thank you enough. Primarily because there's no time. I'll help you slip into your costume backstage, so just meet me at the venue and we'll go from there, savvy? See you at the steps and all, and don't dally. Ta-ta for now, darling. Adventurers Guild might be closer. I don't really know. Both are about the same. Well, that's an interesting get up. Although I guess the same might be said about mine. I can't even begin to think of what this might look like on me. All the people I've seen play through this so far have been female characters, so I don't know what the male version of this will look like. There you are, darling. Your time to shine is finally here. You ready to stretch your stuff? Oh, by the way, I prepared 2 ensembles for you. One inspired by the seneschal and another inspired by the princess. Either should fit you just fine, but do you have a preference? Probably the seneschal, since I'm not a princess. I believe the seneschal should be, or is that not right? I can't remember. I'm going with the seneschal one, though. Fabulous. I'll apply a few finishing touches then. You just get ready to command the stage, darling. I bid you welcome and thank you all for attending our Little Ladies' Day celebration. Before we commence with today's walk-off, pray permit me to introduce the members of our esteemed judging panel. First, we have the host of the Gold Saucers Fashion Report, style-savvy superstar with a discerning eye and a thorny tongue, Masked Rose. Next, we have the headmistress of the Goldsmiths Guild, the unrivaled artisan of exceptional accessories, Serendipity. And lastly, as the resident master of ceremonies, yours truly shall round out the panel, Winners of today's walk-off shall be awarded this resplendent crown. Enticing, no? Now then, without further ado, let us welcome our first pair of contestants. Wow, actually, it's very similar to what I already had glammed on my character. They also put on the male the tight leather pants and the fashionable like top and stuff. Okay then. You look positively fabulous, darling. Oh, Maribel, you've done it again. Sounds like we're up next. This is it. Next, we have our 8th pair of contestants. Ashram modeling an ensemble designed by Maribel. You ready? If so, then step forth onto the stage. I was right. Fashionable as fuck, boy. Now walk that catwalk. Stretch your stuff. Oh, that's quite the unconventional combination. Color me impressed. Me too. Such an inspired take on the theme. I would like to thank you all for participating in today's walk-off. Each ensemble was a visual delight, which made this competition a joy to behold, but a challenge to score. Fine problem to have, I should say. Yet after much deliberation, we have settled on our winning pair. First prize of this year's Little Ladies' Day walk-off goes to... Drumroll. Entry number 8, Maribel and Atron. Congratulations to you both. Please step right this way. We've witnessed many elegant ensembles today, but Maribel's was not lost among them. Panel was particularly impressed with the materials used. Appropriately gorgeous, yet surprisingly affordable. Yo, my Maribel, pray permit me to ask how it feels to emerge victorious today. Oh, it feels unreal. I can barely believe it. Look at that, the poor girl is completely overcome with joy. What about you? Ashran, how do you feel? I'll give it to Maribel, I guess. Indeed, your ensemble was worthy of not only approbation, but the grand prize as well. My sincerest congratulations to both of you. Now, before we bring this contest to a close, I have one more announcement. This stage will remain in place for the duration of the Little Ladies' Day celebration. Those who are unable to participate in today's competition are free to ascend the stage at their leisure and walk to their heart's content. Now then, let us conclude by giving one more round of applause to our first place fashionistas, Maribel and Ashern. We did it, darling. We really did it. Part of me honestly believed my losing streak would never end. But you helped me prove myself wrong. Couldn't have done it without you as my muse. Simply can't thank you enough, darling. I must thank you for that splendid showing. Congratulations once again, you two. As promised, I now present you with your prize. And with that, I shall take my leave. Yeah, I still thought I might be dreaming. But now that I look upon this crown before me, reality of our victory is finally settling in. While I may still be but an artisan's apprentice, today's success has rekindled my burning desire to someday launch a brand of my own. So remember my name, darling. Oh, speaking of style, you heard the Royal Seneschal say that the stage will remain open for the duration of the festival, yes? Well, it sounds as though Master Rose will be holding a special fashion check for all those interested. You've already proven yourself a more than capable model, so why not try envisioning an ensemble for someone else this time? Don't worry, I've been more than happy to lend you my expertise should you require any styling assistance. And so that's the extra seasonal events with all the other characters that come along. Walk the walk. I don't know that that has any title associated with it, but yeah. Well, okay then. So now... the little crown. It looks so bad, I love it. Now then, put on a show for everyone. Yeah, dancer's definitely the right way to go for this one. Stylish transformation. Hello there, Ash. Don't tell me, darling. It's your turn on the stage giving you a fashion fever. Well, it just so happens that the Masked Rose will be holding a fashion check as part of today's festivities. Of course, we'll require a model, but if you have someone in mind, do let me know. You do the scouting, I'll do the sewing. Simple as that, darling. Just let me know when you're ready to start the show. I may only go through each of these once, rather than showing off both of the fashions available for each person. Well, ready to embark on your maiden voyage as designer extraordinaire, darling? We'll need a model, but did you have anyone in mind? Gladiator, miner, pugilist, machinist, minute machinist. Oh, yeah. Is that gonna be Joy? Godlike goldsmith, Godbert. Let's just start at the top and go down the list. Fabulous choice, darling. Well, let's not waste time. Call them over so we can commence with our styling session. I presume you've some reason for summoning me here. You want me to what? I'd heard today's festivities would include heretofore unseen entertainment. Certainly didn't imagine I'd be providing it. While I'm no stranger to public performances, gladiator tournaments are a vastly different beast than whatever this gorgeous affair is. Rally her. Say I see myself as fit for the role, but if you insist, little choice but to acquiesce. So this is our lucky model to be. You certainly know how to pick 'em, darling. Now, what did you have in mind as far as a concept is concerned? Gallant. That'll fit her the best. Say no more. I'll go prepare an ensemble for our model to be. You just sit tight and get ready to awe your audience. That, like, hyping herself up. Oh, splendid. That fits like a glove. Now, go out there and knock 'em dead, darling. Yup. I remember what the other one looks like, but I'm pretty sure this is the one that looks best on her. Thank you kindly for your participation. And now let us hear our judge's evaluation. Such passion. I could feel your spirit bursting through the seams and spilling forth onto the stage. There's never been a foe too ferocious for the Gladiators Guildmaster. Today you've proven there is likewise no foe too fashionable. You've slain the competition. She seems to be happy. Strange. A simple walk across the stage never rattled my nerves until today. Perhaps it's because I'm so accustomed to having an opponent to train my eyes upon. Felt rather aimless without someone to watch. That said, it was rather refreshing to don a different set of clothes for once. I'd say I'll do it again anytime soon, but I shall cherish this experience all the same. Perhaps I'll put a touch more care into choosing what I wear henceforth. And should I require any assistance to that end, I hope I can count on you both. Well done, darling. Your models seem to have a splendid time. I quite enjoyed providing couture counsel as well. If you stumble upon another model in the making, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to offer an additional styling assistance. She say Fashion Fever, Master Rose fashion check, you did scouting, I'll do sewing, yeah. She says the same thing each time. Maiden Voyage, and yeah, it's all the same stuff. Same things. If you're in need of ore, I'd be happy to put in a request with the guild on your behalf. Did I mishear you, Ash? You wish to make a model of me? I had planned on taking part in today's festivities. This certainly isn't what I had in mind. But, you piqued my curiosity. Always been enamored of life on the stage, after all. Very well, I'll be your muse. So this is our lucky model B. I'll pick same thing as she said last time. Unearthing a new image. Unveiling a softer side. Guess we'll just go with the top one for each of them, first and foremost. In case I go down the list again, I can just remember to do number 2 on all of them. Ensemble, you just, same thing as always. She seems to be enjoying herself. Go out there and knock it. Yeah, same things as always. It's literally just minor clothes. Honestly, the outfit she wears normally, I think, is more fashionable than this. Since here judges evaluation. By no means a minor, but were you and I to cross paths in a quarry somewhere, not even the brightest gleaming gem could draw my eye away from your beauty. Those shimmering stones should consider themselves lucky to be unearthed by a living, breathing treasure such as you. I feel like that southern twang is invading every other voice I try to do a little bit. Mine, like myself, isn't often thrust into the spotlight, especially given how much time I spend underground. I think I might prefer to keep it that way. And I must say the ensemble you picked out was quite charming. So charming, in fact, I'm inclined to wear it home. This was quite the unforgettable experience, if unexpected. Thank you both again for the invitation. Yeah, I can't skip because I'm about to make a choice. Get Hamon in here. Style up this 900-year-old man. If you got business with me, then be quick about it. I don't want to miss the songbirds. What's that, son? You want me to get up on that stage? Seems the Holy Fist's good looks aren't lost on you. Well, if you think I'm a knockout now, you should have seen me in my youth. Say, if my turn as a model goes well, I might even enjoy some renewed popularity with the ladies. Just like in the olden days. Well, no time to waste. Let's hop to it. We going with dashing lady killer. Guess we'll see what she comes up with. Amon's having way too much fun with this. Uh-huh. It's just like the gunslinger outfit kind of thing. Amon. This is a most novel ensemble. It provides a playful youthfulness that belies your years. I cannot imagine enrobing myself in those raiments. I must say the power pouring forth from within you pulls that outfit together in a way others would envy. What a thrill! You see the way those lasses watched me? Their lustful gaze was so hot it nearly burned clean through my costume. Who would have thought a simple change of clothes was all it'd take to bring this old coot back to his lady-killing heyday? At this rate, I might as well start calling myself Handsome Fist instead. Mute machinist. I assume this is Joy, but I'm not positive because I don't remember. Nope. Yeah, I forgot it's Wedge. Oh my god, I completely forgot. If you're looking to embark on an expedition, you best run it by the chief first. You want me to model it for you? No, I couldn't. Although, if everything goes well, and word gets around to her... Yeah, word's not getting around to her, dude. Very well. I made up my mind. I'll do it. Dress me as you see fit. Ditch the goggles, show the face. And I think this is the first time you ever actually see Wedge's, like, eyes without the goggles covering them. Or at least the first time I ever do. I kind of love that they just stuck him in the augmented ironworks, like, gatherer or crafter gear. It's like literally all they did was just stick the augmented ironworks crafter stuff on him. Oh, I could get lost in those big round eyes. Even a single glance makes my heart skip a beat. You Lalafell boys are simply adorable. Your ensemble today only serves to highlight your inherent cuteness. Well, I can barely restrain myself from leaping out of my seat and squeezing you right now. Jesus, Mass Rose. That was unbelievably terrifying. The sound of my heartbeat was thundering in my ears the entire time. What I could have only heard the crowd cheering for me, but seeing their smiling faces was exhilarating in its own right. Although I think this proves I'm better suited to staying behind the scenes. If you require another model, might I suggest Biggs? Biggs would probably totally be down for that. Ending up with so much confetti. Just from doing these. If I really go through all of them a second time, that's going to be even more. The one, the only, Godbert! Who will basically do anything and takes part in pretty much every single one of the seasonal events. Well then, fancy a spot of strength training adventure? Oh, a modeling job, is it? I say, certainly isn't my nature to get all dressed up or very dressed at all. But a new experience could be elucidating. Very well, I'll do it. Unrestricted eroticism. Oh my god. Well, that's what happens when you're just going down the list doing option one for everybody. It's just gonna be in his underwear again? Huh. Eroticism my ass. That's far more clothes than he usually wears. We're covering him up. Of course. Dancing like a Mandeville man. Always count on Gobbert to make a giant scene at the festivals. Your calm demeanor belies in a formidable passion only a man of your years can exude. A fine wine that I would give anything to imbibe. Although those sunglasses may cover your eyes, I can feel your gaze piercing straight through my heart. Everything about your ensemble is fabulous. What did you think, adventurer? Certainly not an ensemble I would have chosen for myself. But your unique sensibilities have provided me with just the inspiration I needed. Yes, I can feel the creative juices surging through my entire body. I best set to work on my next piece before this spark fades away. Farewell. Yeah, we got plenty of time. I guess I'll go through everyone's secondary outfits. Oh yeah, they won't let me skip any of the scenes because every single one of them has one selection to be made. Same exact dialogue. Complete opposite. Now selection number 2 for everyone. Luckily, all this dialogue is pretty much repeated. So everything pretty much up until Masked Rose starts talking will probably be all the same. Let's see what they say is the opposite. That's, yeah, not as good as number 1. So what's Master Rose gonna say about this? It's quite a treat to see you reveal a softer side on this stage. I simply set my art aflutter. Great beauty in the fluidity of your fighting. Your ensemble today serves to highlight that elegance. Splendidly done. I honestly don't really see this as the softer side, as they like to say it is. I mean, in all honesty, her other one, even though it was like armor on top, was like this long flowing dress on the bottom. On my nerves till today? No, so it seems like it'll have the same dialogue, probably. Yeah, this looks like all the same dialogue. So it seems like what Masked Rose says is probably the only thing that'll be different each time. The reason I wasn't thinking Wedge when she said machinist is because he's not really a machinist. I mean, like, lore-wise, I guess technically kind of is, but gameplay-wise, Wedge just isn't really a machinist. He's just a crafter, for the most part. I don't know that Wedge ever fights. If he does, I don't remember seeing him ever pull out a gun. Veiling a softer side. Let's see if this looks better, because I wasn't really a big fan of her first outfit. Honestly, I kind of prefer her usual outfit more than the first one, so let's see what the second one looks like. Oh, casual clothes. I mean, they look good on her, but it doesn't really, like, point in any way to sort of the kind of person she is. I suppose at least the first set was, like, minor gear, even though it wasn't even as good as the gear she had to start off with. This one is, like, nothing to do with her profession or any of that stuff, so... But she still looked good in it. Your ensemble evokes an elegance that is often sought yet rarely found. A diamond hidden amongst the dust and darkness. You're a treasure to behold. And this must be how you miners feel when you uncover a precious stone. And to think that I would figuratively strike it rich on my first attempt. Yep, all the same dialogue. I love when Maribel's like, oh, it fits like a glove, and she's wearing this baggy, casual outfit. Like, that wasn't a very couture. It's basically just wearing a jacket and a tank top. I have to say, so far my internet's holding out really well. So I have one of the routers that has like 2 different channels, right? 5G and then a 2.5G. I was on the 5G earlier and it was just horribly inconsistent. What I did was swap over to the 2.5G Wi-Fi signal, and it's been almost rock solid. I've dropped a couple of frames, but only like 20, and I've been going for 45 minutes now. So it's not perfect, but it's been fairly solid. Stylish pugilist. Rather than dressing him up in something that looks like it would have fit like a gun breaker or a machinist better, let's dress him up like a pugilist and see what her version of a stylish pugilist is. Huh. I mean, that's straight up armor. Looks good on him. But one thing she hasn't been doing for the most part on most of the people is just putting them in a set of armor. But hey, it looks good. You must forgive me for underestimating you. I certainly didn't expect you to take such a fashion-forward approach to your ensemble. Let's say, quite impressed. You may even have a future as a model for the Mithril Eye. Dare say men your age could take a few pointers from your stylish sensibilities. He did the monk's battle stance. Let's watch me. Yeah, all same dialogue. Alright, it's getting a little hot here in my room. I'm gonna go ahead and open my window, so just mute myself and I'll be back in like 20 seconds. What am I even... Yeah, I'm still using the Mameshiba. Something super fashionable. Yeah, we'll go with Hildebrand. Let's see, I believe we're up to Wedge again? Yep. Wonder what his second outfit will look like. His first outfit actually looked pretty good on him, so I wonder if the second will look pretty good too. Have to rally him. Brown, show some style. I don't know what that's gonna put him in. Though I could always go with the memes and say we're gonna dress him in a potato sack. I mean, it's brown. It's him. Yeah, it's just like a brown crafter's apron and long kilt kind of thing. Yeah, no, the first one was better on him. This all-brown ensemble of yours is so chic. A stylish mechanist like you tried to sell me the most expensive Magitech device you own. I'd pay top gil for it without question. I recognize that folk in your line of work are often forced into wearing the same uniform day in and day out. I encourage you to experiment a little when you're off the clock. And one last bit for the event. Can't even begin to imagine what Godbert's second outfit will be. We went and put him in more clothing in the first one. Who knows what we'll do with the second one. Though I'd imagine the one that's not called eroticism would have him even more clothing. Unfettered physicality. Uh-huh. It's basically just the other outfit without a shirt. It figures. No better way to fit Godbert than that. That's a nice view to open up the stream. Also, what's up? Not much, just running through the Little Ladies event, which I'm pretty much finished with now. And then I might do some side things, because I've been running through Stormblood's MSQ, so I've been unlocking a bunch of like blue side quests that I haven't been doing, and I might go and get some of those done to unlock some extra side content. My word, muscles upon muscles, all chiseled to perfection. Exhibited great courage in sporting such an austere ensemble. For that, I must both commend and thank you. Shall not forget your fantastic physique as long as I live. Yeah, this part's gonna be all the same. Alright. That about finishes up everything for the event.